Hey guys, it's me, Seren, back with another video. So, it's that time of year again. Bum ba bum bum. It's racist award show season. So, this will be my third racist award show season on YouTube. Third, yeah, because I started YouTube in August of 2014. So I did award season 2014, I did it last year, 2015, and so now I'm doing it for 2016. Or maybe not. I don't know, guys. It's racist award show season again. As you guys know, I'm not a fan of award shows. I feel like they are outdated, they're antiquated, they're frequently racist and sexist. I honestly feel like award shows are on their last leg, especially because with the internet, I feel like there's no way to say this is the best movie, this is the best TV show, this is the best, definitive song, album. Like with the internet, there's so much shit out there. Like you cannot tell me that a panel of certain amount of people, experts, who the fuck cares? Like who made you an expert? Can vote on something and tell me definitively that it's the best. Like, I just don't really believe in them. And like I said, they're frequently racist. 9 times out of 10, the people voting on these awards are the same group of old-ass white men that have been voting for the last 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 years. So, award shows suck. They're on their last legs. They're boring as fuck. They get lower and lower ratings every single year, and I generally don't watch them. With that being said, the Golden Globes came on last night. Golden Globes are like TV awards, basically. It's like the Oscars of television. And I watched via Twitter. I didn't watch it on TV or anything like that. But I, followed the timeline. And I also saw like clips via Vine and Instagram. And, so I got the gist. So I'm just going to do a little run through of the things that I thought were kind of important or, just like whatever from the Golden Globes. So one of the earliest what the fuck moments, racist moments, this is basically, I guess, going to be like the race recap. Maybe that's what I'll start calling my award show recaps, the race recap. That sounds good, right? The race recap of the Golden Globes. First one was Quentin Tarantino was presenting an award for like best music composition, and he called music composers ghetto. I watched it. He definitely he was tweaking, like he was drunk as fuck or high on coke or something. And he said like, "Oh, this is one of my favorite composers." He was talking about this music composer dude. "Oh, this is one of my favorite composers, and not just like music composers like that ghetto. I mean like Beethoven, Mozart, like this dude is one of like my favorite composers." Basically he was trying to say that like music composers are bullshit. He picked an unfortunate word, ghetto. I don't know. I watched it. A lot of people felt like what he said was racist. I see why what he said could be perceived as racist. Like, I'm not going to say that it wasn't racist. But at the same time, I kind of understand why he used that word. Like, I'm not going to front. Like, I don't understand why he used that word. Like, I kind of get why he used the word. I don't think he meant ghetto in the sense that we think of when we use the word ghetto. I think he just meant music composers are in their own bullshit-ass category. I really just think that the choice of word was fucking unfortunate. But the dude was definitely drunk as fuck and probably tweaking on coke. I'm not going to give him a pass because he's been saying a lot of real, just like off-the-wall crazy shit. So Quentin Tarantino, hire a publicist. Like, do something with your life. I don't know. Moving on, Sylvester Stallone forgot to thank Ryan Coogler. He also forgot to thank Michael B. Jordan or Tessa Thompson. He did win the Golden Globe for his performance in Rocky, which everyone knew that he was going to win. I know I said that Golden Globes are like the Oscars of TV because most of the time people get recognized for TV, but the Golden Globes also are an early indicator of, they also give out Golden Globes for movies as well. And the Golden Globes are also an early indicator of who's going to win Oscars when movie time comes around. So a lot of times people want to win a Golden Globe, even though there have been times where people that won the Golden Globe didn't win the Oscar and vice versa. But everyone pretty much expects Sylvester Stallone to win an Oscar for his role in Creed, which I did see. If you guys missed that video, you can check that one out. And a lot of people were offended that he did not thank Ryan Coogler in his speech. Ryan Coogler's the director. Like, he pretty much gave you this opportunity to win the first Golden Globe of your career and probably Oscar as well. And Michael B. Jordan, who was the lead, and I don't believe he was nominated. I'm not sure, but I don't believe he was nominated. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So Sylvester Stallone thanked like all these people, but he did not thank Ryan Coogler or Michael B. Jordan, which rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Apparently, he went back and thanked Tessa Thompson and Michael B. Jordan off stage and off camera, which again people felt some type of way about, because it's like you didn't thank your black director or your black co-stars on stage and on camera where it mattered. Sylvester Stallone is like really, really old. Like, Sylvester Stallone is old as fuck. And I mean, he probably should have had something written down that he could read off of, so to make sure that he thanked Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, and Tessa Thompson. And apparently he said they did all the work and I was kind of just along for the ride. It is disappointing that he didn't say it on TV, but I don't know if I would call Sylvester Stallone racist because of that. I just think he forgot, but it does suck because it is another instance of black excellence and black talent being overlooked. But yet again, we all have social media and we all talked about it, and he did go back and say it. And even if he had said it, they might not even have aired that shit on TV anyway, so you never know. But I understand people being fucking pissed off about that because it was fucking annoying. I'm not gonna front, it wasn't fucking annoying. Straight Outta Compton was not nominated for anything, despite being one of the highest grossing, best reviewed films of the year. A lot of people felt like that was a snub. You guys already know how I feel about black movies getting snubbed. It's par for the course at this point. After I saw Selma last year and it was snubbed for the Oscars, I was just like, you know what? I'm really done with this shit. These award shows are trash. Like I said, they're outdated, they're antiquated, they're frequently racist, and, really they only reward certain types of films, which I'm going to get to later on in this video, but generally it's films that operate within a certain dynamic, which I've also talked about in my video on critics. People want white critics, these people that give out these awards, these white awards, this white validation. They want to look at black people operating within a certain sphere. And if you don't operate within that sphere, you're not going to get that white validation. So it's I can't feel bad. Not to say that I can't feel bad, because I do feel bad. It's fucked up that Straight Outta Compton wasn't nominated, but I'm not surprised. Is what I would say. Jamie Foxx joked about it. He's like, oh, I pulled a Steve Harvey because he claimed that Straight Outta Compton won an award, and basically he was talking shit because Straight Outta Compton wasn't even nominated. So he was fucking with them, y'all know y'all snubbed the fuck out of this movie and we all know why, type shit. Jamie Foxx also repeated when Quentin Tarantino called composers ghetto, he was like, ghetto? Oh, ghetto. It was a really unfortunate word choice. Good news, Denzel Washington won a Lifetime Achievement Award, the Cecil B. DeMille, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Lifetime Achievement Award for outstanding bodies of work, which was great. He brought his wife Pauletta and his kids on stage. It was really nice to see, because like I said, I watched it across Twitter, Vine. It was really nice to see that example of a black family, and that was shown on fucking TV. So that was cool. And everybody was like, oh, I just want to hug them and high five the whole family. Black Girl Nerds tweeted, seeing a Hollywood black family on stage was enough of a special moment for me, Golden Globes. It was cool. Taraji P. Henson, my girl, Taraji from DC, she also won her first Golden Globe. It was her first time being nominated and her first time winning. She's only the third black actress to win Best Actress in a TV drama in the 73-year history of the Golden Globes. And Denzel Washington is also only the third black recipient of the Lifetime Tribute Award in the history of the Golden Globes. So, as we know, the Golden Globes, the Oscars, Academy Awards, which is the Oscars, the Grammys, all this shit rewards whiteness. All of this shit rewards whiteness. It is all a form of white validation. Taraji actually mentioned when she went up to give her acceptance speech how black people only win awards for stereotypical roles. She said, like, oh, I didn't win for Queenie, which was the role she played in Benjamin Button, which was an Academy Award nominated role. I didn't win for Queenie, but I won for selling an ex-crack dealer, you know? And someone on Twitter has said, like, oh yeah, that's that Training Day syndrome. Like, Denzel Washington didn't win an Oscar for playing Malcolm X. He didn't win an Oscar for playing the Hurricane. He didn't win an Oscar for Philadelphia. He won an Oscar for playing a crooked cop in Training Day, you know? Halle Berry won an Oscar for showing her titties in, like, Monsters Ball, you know? Not for, like, being Dorothy Dandridge, which was an amazing role that Halle Berry acted the hell out of. And this was kind of what I was talking about earlier in the video, and again, what I talked about in my The Importance of Black Critics, you know, video. Critics love to reward you being black people. They love to reward you for a part that they understand, you know, aka that of a stereotypical black person. A drug dealer, a crackhead, a crooked cop, an ex-crack dealer, you know, these roles that they feel like they understand. You know, I understand that portrayal of blackness, so I'm going to reward that. If you act outside of that, they don't understand it. They feel like it's unrealistic, and they're not going to reward you. The same thing I said when I talked about The Wiz, and I said, you know, I'm reading these reviews of these, like, white critics that just, like, don't understand what they're watching. That's why I said you have to, like, take these award shows with a grain of salt. Like, you can watch them, you can be entertained, but at a certain point, you have to take them with a grain of salt because they're not for us, really. You know? And I tweeted this, too. Like, I hate what the need for white validation does to people. Like, I don't need white validation. I can be excited for people. I can be happy for people having their talent recognized. Which reminds me, someone tried to come for me on Twitter talking about, oh, I thought she didn't support the Golden Globes because I was, like, happy for Taraji. I was like, I don't. Like, I'm not even watching that shit. Like, I'm watching it via Twitter. They're not making any advertising money off of me, but I can be happy that, you know, a black actress was actually, you know, recognized for her excellent work. Like, I can be happy. Like, it's possible for me to be happy for black excellence and also recognize that these shows are fucking bullshit. Like, I can multitask, my nigga. Like, I take these shows with a grain of salt, but it is nice to see. Like, and it's nice to see my people being happy. Like, Taraji was happy. Like, it's nice to see that. Like, and she went up there and said, you know, I won for an ex-crack dealer, but I wouldn't win for one of my good roles, you know? Like, just like Viola won and she went up there and said what she said. That's important to people. It might not be important to you, might not be important to me, but it is important to people. And I respect that, you know? So yeah, it was really interesting. I was happy for Taraji. It was excellent to see Denzel. Like I said, it's racist award show time of year, so I take all these award shows with a grain of salt. None of this shit's gonna, like, piss me off. Like, I saw people that were getting really pissed off at shit that was going on, but I was just like, all these award shows are racist. Like, why are you even getting pissed? Like, this shit is just for entertainment purposes only, and to be happy to see some brown faces. Like, that's really it, you know? So that's my race recap of the Golden Globes. I think that has a nice ring to it. I think that's what I think I'll make a new playlist, race recap. I think that's what I'll, like, call this from now on. So if you guys watched, didn't watch, what'd you think? Let me know in the comment section. And yeah, hopefully everybody had a good weekend and is starting off their week good. Hopefully everyone is, you know, having a good 2016 so far. We're 11 days in. My 2016 has been crazy. I don't even want to know. Shit has been going crazy in my life and the lives of my friends. So, speaking of, there's not going to be any Bees Bake, I don't think, this Sunday or the next Sunday, for those of you that watch Bees Bake, because I'm going to be traveling a little unexpectedly. So yeah, there's not going to be Bees Bake, speaking of things that are going on. But hopefully everyone's having a good 2016. Let me know what you guys thought of the Golden Globes in the comments. We can think of something nice and funny to call it, like the White Globes instead of the Golden Globes, because all they want to do is reward white mediocrity. Jennifer Lawrence, whack ass, won some more shit. They just throw fucking awards at that girl. The White Globes, what do y'all think? Think of a name. Y'all are good at that. So, food for thought as always. See you guys next time. Peace.